there, my name is Samuel and welcome back to another video, and today I shall be building these and just taking a look at them and sort of doing a review, a build, and just experience these, because as I am a 2000s kid, I have never experienced these. These sets are from 1980. I got at Christmas some sets from 1970, 80, and one from 91, which that is the 91 here, and honestly, this is going to be really an exciting experience, so I thought I'd bring you guys along. So yeah, I've got all of these just old sets, which honestly look really cool. This, I think, is my favourite. It's got a base plate, like the chair, I think, is tilted or something, so that looks really cool. We've then got that, which I did track down where that is from. We have this one with some power-ups and just some really interesting sets. We've got this like little shell car, so I thought I'd do like a video on it and I'll build them, I'll sort of talk about them, just my like point, and the fact that because I'm like a 2000s kid, you know, it's something completely different. I guess the 91's closer to me, but still like 12 years off. But yeah, this honestly is really cool, so let's kind of just get on with it. Wow, there it is. There is the little car, which, yeah, I actually built quite a lot of these ones. I've had to take it apart since the speed build of this, and it gave me an extra. I think that could actually literally be the original extra, which is really cool. That is actually wrong. That should be in yellow, but nevertheless, this is a really cute little build. Like, you gotta admit, it just looks cool. Like a really small, nice little build. I have to admit, it's pretty cool. The way this opens is a bit weird. Like, I'm not sure if it's meant to open like that or why they did the roof the way they did, but yeah, I think it looks nice. Like, genuinely, it's cool. It's weird. I don't know why we don't have a minifigure. You'd think that they'd put a figure in here, right? Wouldn't you? Let's see. Can we put Vader in here? Does Vader fit, right? So let's see. I've got to be really careful because I don't want to damage this, but let's see. Can we get Vader in? Yes, we can. So there we have got Vader in this little car. Wow, it looks really cool. Like I said, it's weird just how these old sets just get marked so much. Like, honestly, they do. But there is that with the Shell logo. This is before the whole like campaign in that video, which I mean, if that feels really nostalgic thinking about that video, but yeah, that was a whole thing when that happened. But yeah, wow, that's pretty cool. Like, I have to admit, genuinely, I really like that. I think that's pretty cool. So that is what that one looks like. That is pretty cool. I have to admit, I do like that. I do like that. And then focusing on this one, this is a little go-kart. Yeah, I think it's cool. Like, genuinely, it's so basic, but they're still so good. Like, these are still great. Like, genuinely, they're great models. Like, if this got released today, well, actually, we'd still love it because it's like a tribute thing to the original. But yeah, I think this is great. Like, honestly, yeah, this is really cool. And just honestly, yeah, I think it's great. Then if we quickly take out the classic minifigure, there you can see him there, which honestly, he just looks so cool. There you can see him with like the blue and everything. Wow, that is really cool. And it has like the classic head and the little breathing holes there in case of a potential eating issue, which I still are. Then again, kids might be kids, hey, but yeah, this honestly though looks really cool. No instructions, but it was pretty easy to build. You can see you need a 2x6, the wheels, and then you have a 2x4 in the center, the rear, the 2x2 tile, and then you have a 2x2, a 2x4, and then a black bar at the back. So that's what that one looks like, which honestly, that is a neat little car. Like, genuinely, I'm really enjoying these builds. Like, I think they're really good builds, I have to admit. It's really cool to see. And the manual, oh my, wow. Yeah, it's really weird the way it's literally done like that. I think it's really cool though, nevertheless. I'm mostly going to pop that in there because I want to keep the spares with it. So that is that one. What one am I going to do next? I need to go and get the last three. At the minute, they're all like cleaning, so I'm going to quickly go and grab them. Now let's actually start building this, which this honestly looks really cool. I like the printed flags at the back. I think that looks pretty cool. Not really flags, just stripes and stars, which is pretty cool. But then again, that's, yeah, that is that. So yeah, this honestly looks really cool. I like the way that they've done it, like the fade there. I think that's quite creative. So let's get building this. Look how long this looks. It just looks so weird. It looks like a mock, which is pretty interesting. Like, it's pretty interesting, I have to admit. So yeah, this is really cool. Like, genuinely, I've been like enjoying these builds. I think they've been really cool. So taking a look at the little car car here, you can see we've got this other really nice little racing car, which honestly looks pretty cool. Look at the size, quite weird how they're like only 10 years apart. But yeah, this honestly is a really nice set. I really like this. This is really cool. Only held on by the front, so it would get like pulled down, dragged down a bit. But honestly, this is really cool. I really like the engine. The engine part as well here is pretty cool. The red gauntlets, like the cups, are pretty cool. And yeah, it's really cool. You've got the flag I really like, and just everything else. I don't know why I keep calling it a flag. But yeah, it looks really cool. We then got that. Oh, what is that? I have no clue. Let's just get that out. Which there we have that. Which honestly, that is pretty cool. This whole like chassis piece is pretty cool, and yeah, I like it. Genuinely, this is a really good car. It looks really nice, and there you can see the minifigure sitting in there with like his seat, which I think is really cool. And apologies, I just realized that the light isn't turned on because I don't know, I turned it off when I was building it. But there you can see that with the little body printing there, which is quite simple. But then again, it's really good. Like, I love to just see the early history of the minifigures. It's great, like, honestly. It's really awesome. And there you can see that, which I think this minifigure looks pretty cool. Like, you have to admit, that is some cool printing. So that is that car. Now let's take a look at the, you know, there you can see the interior, which is really cool. Now let's take a look at the next set. Looking at the seal and everything, this might be the actual original packaging, which is pretty cool. This is light and sound, but I'm not going to put it in. It's really old, and I don't want to risk anything like it might have leaked or something like that. Like, there's some mold on it. So yeah, that, wow, that looks pretty cool. I have to admit, it's really interesting. We don't even have this kind of stuff around really this day and age, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, it's actually like a booklet you can see here. Sort of reminds me of like the Paradise ones, and wow, there's that. Wow, that is really, oh wow, okay, that is interesting. Wow, that is really awesome. Then we've got these pages, which is pretty cool. A truck, we got the siren. Nice. Oh wow, that is interesting. What is that? So it's like all the parts are like built in like a circuit. So that's interesting. Oh wow, wait, you have to build it in a certain pattern, do you? Okay, right, let me get building and let's see what this is like. And quickly before, I just wanted to show you the pieces. So we have this one, which you can see some of it I think has gone a bit moldy, which, well, that I did try and clean it up as best as I could. But yeah, you can see there might have been a bit of a leak, so I don't really want to touch that. And then we have this little battery, well, not battery, this little light powered thing, which I believe would connect to that. And then we got this new piece, which, wow, that is ooh, I washed that. Oops, I shouldn't have that as electrical as well. And that one is too, which is really weird. A 2x2 tile with more of that on it, which honestly, this is really weird. Just looking at this, and sorry, the light isn't turned on, but it looks fine here. It's really weird. Like, yeah, these are really cool pieces. So let me get this built. And here you can actually see the actual set, which honestly, I think looks really good. Like, genuinely, I think it's a nice little build. I have to admit, I think it's pretty cool. It's a shame that it doesn't come with a big sticker. That is a bit annoying, but hey, I'll get that sorted maybe if I can at some point. But yeah, you can see that we have the walkie-talkie there, which is pretty cool. We also have the door, and yeah, it's quite a lot of damage and discolor and stuff. I managed to get a massive mark off there, which was like all getting like really foamy in the water when I started doing it, like all bubbly. Yeah, oh, I didn't know what that was, so I definitely washed my hands, and I will wash my desk again after this. So yeah, this honestly, yeah, it looks really cool. I like the look of this. I like the interior as well. You also have this where it sort of like opens up at the roof. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. So yeah, I think this is another really nice little set, and I've put them like that because that is the best way to do it, because we don't want any of the yellow ones showing. And yeah, that is what the interior looks like. Not the best interior in that sense, but still, hey, pretty cool. And if we remove that and you want to see the minifigure in there, which at some point I know I have got to review Lego Set 600, which is the first one with a minifigure, which is literally just over there. So I have definitely got to do that as a review at some point. But yeah, that's what it looks like, which is pretty cool. Looks quite funny just sitting in there, and there you can see we have those, which are pretty cool. We've got like the triangle, there we have that one. The circle, which honestly looks pretty cool. I like that one. And then we have the triangle, which is also pretty awesome. So that honestly is really cool. And the funniest thing is with the lights, if you don't like blue, you could do red or yellow, which honestly I thought was really cool. The fact that you can sort of like change, and the way you do it is sort of like the piece now, but without like the little bar at the bottom. You literally put it over a stud, which is pretty cool. Like, genuinely, I don't know why they got rid of it. Like, I guess the other piece sort of makes up for it, but still, that could be pretty good. For example, if you had like a jumper plate on the side, you could do it like that. So that is pretty cool. I have to admit, I really like that. So this honestly is another really awesome little set. Let's get on to the final one. honestly, this is so weird. Look at the proportions. I don't get this. It's like they sort of had it, but sort of different. It's like that arm looks shorter, the head looks, everything looks stretched. It's like the body looks alright. It's like the legs they've really stretched, and like the arms they have a bit in the body. They have, like, you know, shrunk the right hand arm. But yeah, that one sadly is a little bit faded, but that is fine. And yeah, it's coming along pretty well. Got the truck, and that honestly, you can't really get rid of that. And then here you can see it, which honestly, this garage set I think looks really cool. Honestly, I think it is really well done. You can see that we have the car, we have the vehicle, and yes, the minifigure who has got damage, like I said, and also the base plate. That doesn't go together well. I think that is just how it is at the time. And looking at the manual, it doesn't look perfectly the way. Like, I never got why they rounded it. Yes, it's like less dangerous, but then again, it's only a really thin bit of plastic. You'd end up like breaking this before you like hurting your finger, I would say. Then taking a look at the windows here, you can see that we have the yellow ones, and this I don't think I did as far as a clean I should have, but yeah, nevertheless, this still looks pretty awesome. You have to admit, we got the doors here, which I think looks really cool, and it's so weird just how the doors are, like, simply. The scale is like a lot better, I would say, than some of them now. Like, you get some of them get really small. And yeah, this is honestly really filthy. I don't know why. And yeah, this is exactly with my Batman one. I don't know if anyone else has had this, but with dark blue and black, it gets to the point it's so dusty you can't clean it. And because I only really started dusting my Lego, I'd say like 2016. Anything before that was black and like dark, or even dark red, like looking at the helicopter for Deadpool over there, it just seems like they get really damaged. I don't get why. But anyway, here you can see the interior, which looks pretty cool, with the little table in here and this little seat, which I do not understand. Like, it's great, don't get me wrong, I really like this, but why is he like sitting here? Like, is he doing some NASA space training or something? Like, why is he sitting there? Like, is he doing a roller coaster? What is happening? He looks like, I don't know, it just looks like he's having a bit of a mad moment. Like, why is it backwards as well? That I don't get. You got these like little handles in there, of course they're clips, and it's so weird to see some of these elements are still around and some of them aren't. The main ones being that I was quite surprised to see that the clips were here, because this is the 80s. I get that this is like the 80s and all of that, and that's still not too far away. I'm surprised that they did. These hand clips as well are still here, which is quite interesting. And also, the minifigure, I forgot to show, is actually different. It doesn't have like the divider in the middle to help it. I believe they added that for durability because they crack a lot more often, these. And he has one of the solid base helmets. I'm sorry, that is a little bit wet because I did wash all of this quite thoroughly yesterday. And yeah, so that is the minifigure, and I think this is a really cool little set. Honestly, it's a shame that I don't have the sticker. You can sort of see where the sticker would have been. It's a shame that we don't have one of them, and I would love to get the stickers, but I don't know what it is. In England, right, you can't get stickers. Like, I know, like America, you can get stickers. In England, like, looking for stickers on the second-hand market, it's rarer than Mr. Gold, and I'm not even exaggerating, even though he's still incredibly rare, and I still haven't found one for £10. Honestly, this is a really awesome set. And there we have it, a delve back into the 80s. Honestly, I think this has been a really exciting. I really enjoyed it. I honestly have really enjoyed it, and I'm seeing it, and I don't know, it looks really cool. I just love to see where Legos come. Like, imagine what Lego's gonna be in like 30 years. Imagine when I got kids at like my age now experience like Lego, like, I don't know, the new Ninjago set that comes out in March. I'll get those sorted once the promo comes out on the 6th. That is the Emilia Earhart promo. But honestly, it's so weird to think like this is what it looks like now. What we know it is now. I want to do something like comparing it. I'll see if I can. That's something I really want to do. I'll look for anything modern that I can compare, or just like show evolution. It'll be really good to see. Like, honestly, it's so weird to think like this is where he was like nearly, well, 30 years ago, really. Some of this 31 years ago. And then what will be like in 30 years time? Like, honestly, wow, I'll be nearly 50. That's worrying. But yeah, honestly, this, I think, just is really awesome. Like, genuinely, these look really cool. Like, I just think they're really awesome. Like, the manual as well here was pretty interesting. I don't know where I'm going to display this, but hey, I will put it somewhere. But yeah, I really like this, genuinely. I think this is just been like a really nice way to go back. I've also got stuff to go back to the 70s. So that is going to be really cool. And we've got something I really can't wait for. Here we go. This is it. I have actually got, it's like got the box and everything. So that is going to be really exciting. So I'll get that cleaned up tonight. That'll be really cool. So yeah, this is what I think. I think this is incredible. It's been, I feel like it's just been quite, I've been lucky to go back and actually have a look at what these were like. And yeah, this I think is pretty exciting actually. Sorry, I did forget to say, there's this left over from that. It wasn't in there. It did come in there. I looked at the manual part on Brickset, but I don't think I missed it. But hey, I might have, but I'm I'm just going to put it in the garage at the back. But yeah, this set honestly is really incredible. I really like these sets, I have to admit. They're really cool. It's a shame it doesn't have a figure because I feel like it should, but seriously though, these are great. And like these sets, like that would have been like £1 back in the day, but then again, inflation, that's a bit more now, but still, nevertheless, this honestly just looks really awesome. And I'm rambling on a lot. It's just really cool just to look at. The red gauntlets, and just everything about this I think is great, and I'm really just it just looks so cool. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I will find somewhere really cool to put it. But yeah, that is it. I hope you did enjoy the dive back into the 80s. We'll be diving back into the 70s as well. I'm not sure. I think that will, well, it depends on how long it takes to dry. That'll most probably be at the end of this week, but then I've got some others. So either within the next couple of days, or it will be next week, we'll be diving back into the 70s. You know what? Let's say it next week. Let's say we'll dive back into the 70s next week. So until that video, guys, I'll see you back in present day. I'll see you there. Bye for now.